Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Zach Schiffer, and I want to share with you the top 5 email design trends in 2025. These are going to help improve your email campaigns, generate you more revenue, and overall improve the marketing for your D2C e-commerce brand. Why should you trust me? Last year, I helped my clients add a combined $20 million from email and S alone. So if you want to improve your email results in 2025, make sure to pay attention. Just to give you a little bit of context, these are some of the email designs that my team creates. We create hundreds of these on a monthly basis. So you can see we know a thing or two about email design. So getting into it, trend number one, minimalist email designs, which is definitely not what is on the screen right now. When you see an email and there's just a bunch of stuff that's all crammed together, it can be absolutely just way too overwhelming to the eye. So instead, I love this Nike email right here. It doesn't have a bunch of extra elements that don't serve a clear purpose. It doesn't have a bunch of extra CTAs. It just talks about one single thing within this email, which is really this shoe. And specifically, the design of the shoe is super, super important. That's what they're highlighting here. It contrasts super nicely, and it just has this very simple shop now button right there. I see a lot of these emails nowadays that they just don't have one single CTA. They have a bunch of different CTAs. They say, hey, shop this product, shop this other offer, go sign up to our loyalty program, go follow us on Instagram. And it's all these bunch of different CTAs. And people just get confused and they end up clicking on none of them. So this does the opposite here, does really well, really enhances the clarity of the email, makes it super easy to skim. Because you got to think about it. People are just reading your emails on the toilet. They're not actually going through there, and they're not going to read this big long novel. Most likely they're going to skim on it. And really you're trying to entice those people who are just on their phone, they're walking around or whatever it is. So you really want to go for that clean minimalist design if you want to stick with those 2025 trends. So trend number two here is GIFs within your email. So when you use GIFs, it really just adds this 3D effect to your email. This is a really good example of 2 different GIFs within this particular email right here. But overall, it's going to help you stand out within the inbox. It's going to increase conversions. And the thing is, these GIFs, a lot of times they can be annoying to create. They can take a lot of extra time. And so the thing that we have really found after creating hundreds of emails per month is create evergreen GIFs. So what is an evergreen GIF? It's a GIF that you can utilize across multiple different emails. So a couple examples here. For example, if you're running an evergreen offer, so let's say in this case, free shipping on domestic orders above $50, you can have a GIF here that highlights, hey, like we're doing this offer here. It's going to be around all of the time. Same thing. Number two here are icon sections. So if you have a couple different icons, you can rotate within here. You can highlight this one and then this one and then this one and then that one. So you can highlight your different icons if that's going to be in a lot of your different emails. And then if you have certain promotions that come up yearly or come up every quarter or every month, you can create a GIF. This is a client of ours that we did for a 4th of July promotion. Really cool one right there. But if you have Black Friday GIFs, especially if you have a lot of different Black Friday emails, you can use the same GIFs over and over again, especially if there's 8 emails within 8 days, you can use the same GIF on day 2 as day 7. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to notice. A couple other examples here. Here's a really cool GIF in that first welcome series email showing, hey, if it landed in promotions or if it landed in spam, here's what you need to do. You need to drag it over to the primary inbox. So this is really a cool thing to do within your welcome series. It's going to help improve deliverability and ensure that people take the email from their promotions folder or spam folder and move it into the primary inbox. So there's a couple of ways that we actually create these GIFs. It's very simple animations. We use easygif.com. If we want to turn a screen capture into a GIF, we can just use this Google Chrome extension called Chrome Capture. If you're turning an MP4 video into a GIF, you can use something like Premiere Pro. That's a really cool technique that you can do there. You can't really add videos into your emails, but you can add an MP4 that's turned into a GIF into your emails. And then some of the most complex GIFs, you're just going to need to use something like Photoshop. And the other thing is you definitely need to optimize and compress your GIFs. So you can go to easygif.com or something like that in order to make sure that file size isn't the size of Jupiter. All right. Trend number 3 here, improved accessibility and clickability specifically within emails. So you want to make sure that everyone can interact with your emails. They might have a little bit of a tough time clicking a very small button. So instead of what we want to do here is use CTAs with large clickable buttons. You want to be making sure that those buttons are large enough that they can easily click with one finger. Especially if your emails are these graphic based ones, you really want to go with high contrast colors. If your fonts are way too small or the background colors are too difficult to read, it's just not going to help out with your emails getting clicked. And at the end of the day, the goal of the email is for people to click them and read what you have to say and then take action. So you really want to add alt text as well. That way your message is clear, even if the visuals don't. Trend number 4 here, optimizing emails for dark mode. So in 2025, dark mode is being used by more people than ever. So especially Gmail and desktop extensions like Dark Reader, you need to be optimizing for dark mode. And here's the issue. Most emails don't look great in dark mode. If you're not specifically optimizing for dark mode, you're most likely missing out on a portion of your audience that is using dark mode and isn't able to easily access your email. Here's an example. So you can't actually even see this brand's logo at all because they didn't optimize for dark mode. And you can see the timer just doesn't look great. It's not high quality marketing. And at the end of the day, yes, your emails are about conversions, but they're also about just having premium, high quality marketing for your premium, high quality brand. If you spend a lot of time on your website, you might as well spend more time on your emails as well, because your emails are going to be in that person's inbox. And if you have bad emails, people don't even want to click onto the website. A couple of things here. Number one, you don't want to use too much HTML formatting. This is just going to massively increase the file size and it's not going to display well. And especially like in dark mode, it's going to be really difficult to read some of this highlighted text and a lot of this extra things. So 2 things, it's going to really blow up the size of your email, as well as it's just not going to look good in dark mode. And then alternating text and image layouts. Your emails are just not going to look good if you have an image and then you have a bunch of HTML text and then you have an image and then a bunch of HTML text. If you have like slices, basically. So it's going to create like really weird formatting and it's going to end up looking like a very messy email. And then just using certain font colors can really clash with a dark background. Definitely don't want to be doing that. So that being said, here are some best practices to make sure that your emails look amazing within dark mode. So what we always recommend is using images instead of HTML text wherever possible. And then your PNG logos, you want to outline them with some sort of white glow or some sort of white border. So that way, what happened to this brand doesn't happen to you. You want to really stick with single column layouts just so that things are really clear within mobile, or else it's just not going to look good in dark mode or light mode. And then you just want to make sure to test your emails within dark mode before sending. So I like to use the Dark Reader Chrome extension. You can actually see it right at the top here. It works really well to show you what your emails actually look like in dark mode. Lifetime Fitness, one of my favorite just companies in general, and the gym that I go to here in Arizona. I love this email. I think it looks really good in light and dark mode. And clearly they know what they're doing and they know that people are going to be reading their emails in both light and dark mode. And so you can see this is done very well. You can see they have images that look good in both. Their text is readable in both light and dark mode. Overall, really nice email, just looks good in both. Now, trend number 5, short, punchy emails. So attention spans, as we all know, are shorter than ever in 2025. So we don't want to make these massive long emails. We just want to get to the point. So in this case, really cool email by this brand right here, flash sale. All you're trying to do is get someone to click that button. Doesn't need a bunch of long selling or anything like that. You're just saying, hey, there's a flash sale. It's 30% wide, self-care 30. That's the discount to use. Take me there. That's the CTA. Gives you all the information that you ever need. You don't need to go into a bunch of extra detail. And there's a GIF that we can also reuse as well. You can't see it right here, but this is a really cool GIF. So love that email right there. Overall though, standard email typically looks like this, where we have the logo at the top and then we have the header text plus the offer. So, hey, buy 3, get 3 or whatever. Header text, offer at the top there, some sort of subheader. And then we have a header image and then a CTA button is going to be somewhere within that first fold of the email. So we really want to make sure that every single first fold is optimized for conversion. Before someone scrolls down, you need to make sure that CTA button and all the important information is within this kind of first fold section. And then the actual body of the email, now you can change it up a little bit if you want to add some body text, if you want to add some more products, if you want to add some more buttons, you can play around with this a little bit more. But what I tell my team is that, hey, we have a very strict guideline on what we need to include within this first fold. You can play around with what you want to do within the body, but the first fold is absolutely important. And then in the footer there, we're going to have kind of another logo and then just the unsubscribe details and the company information. And that's where we'll add a little bit of HTML text where it actually makes sense to, so that Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook, they can all read that HTML text. If that's even something they look at nowadays, it's pretty arguable whether that actually improves deliverability, but we do go ahead and add HTML text at the bottom there. Closing thoughts here. That's the end of the video. Make sure to go down below and subscribe to me on YouTube if you found this valuable, so that you can get more of me in your YouTube recommendations. And if you're running a D2C e-commerce brand and you want to help maximize your revenue, go to zhs-m.com. That's our website right there. So if you want us to help you maximize your revenue, add 10 to 35% to your monthly revenue in the next 90 days or less by building you a custom email and SMS engine, go to my website right there. First link in the description. Hope you have an awesome rest of your